This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
A nice little screen. They safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Touchdown!
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 23-yard run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Past midfield. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson dancing to his left. That's caught by Penning. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Or they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before.
And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 40 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly, 69 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Flushed out right. We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson being chased out left. The quick feet by Jackson. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses home.
Defensively, you do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson steps away to his left.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson flush to his right. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Duvernay. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right.
And once again, it's Eskridge.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's go. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Dobbins with it. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.